Butcher Knight here. So, um, this video is coming 24 hours after my Let's Talk video about new lists and all that it entailed. Still pretty butthurt about Baron. I think Baron did so much for people like me who don't want to play top tier. I'd rather play rogue or tier 2 and play different types of decks and learn the game more. And I think that Baron really enabled myself to be able to do that because I was able to carry it from deck to deck and hold on to something and keep going. And branch out with knowledge that way, and I think that they took that away. So, they want me to play Thunder Dragon Colossus, which I'm not going to, probably. And they want me to just play my archetype rather than be creative with generic stuff. So, I agree with a lot of people that I've listened to on YouTube. This list was shitty, and Konami, you guys suck. The initiative you're pushing is not one I'm interested in at all, so it's going to take a bit of convincing to keep me around. I'm really, probably about 70% sure right now that I'm taking this format off. I've been convinced to play at locals tomorrow by my wife, because she's just like, you're burnt out after your car accident, your son's healing, and just your overall work and school schedule, so maybe just go take a night, play some cards, and talk to your buddies. And I think she's right in a sense. Healing is going rather slow on my injuries, and my son is still not fully recovered, so it's just like, it is what it is. He's gonna take some time, so it's just very overwhelming, especially with school and work, and so I think she's right. Maybe a night out, just go play locals, maybe checking out other matches and seeing what people are doing might help me out. Gonna be honest, I'm gonna build Swordsoul tonight for my first thoughts and everything from what I've seen other people doing today on the 14th. I'm not playing it tomorrow at locals. I'm taking this format off from Swordsoul competitively. I might do deck ideas and everything for you guys, but you're not gonna see me playing it, because even with Protoss, I think even if we had Protoss and Baron, this deck is still not tier 1. I think it's on the very tip echelon of tier 2 to 1.5, but it's not tier 1. I still think Branded, Voiceless Voice, Kashtira, all those decks still beat it. Fire King, Snake Eye. So I would have put it at the very bottom of tier 1, maybe even tier 1.5 or tier 2. Without Baron, this deck changes a lot. You're relying on Protoss to carry you, and I'd much rather rely on Baron than Protoss. So, and for all you guys who are maybe more veteran in Swordsoul than me, you may be sitting here like, dude, you're just bitching and you suck. But for me, it goes more than just Swordsoul. It's more beyond the win. It's more about what Baron did for me in the game. It just kind of sucks because it was a pillar. So, gonna be wholeheartedly honest with you guys. I did take time to think about it and to make my decision on that. And yeah, I'm taking this format off from Swordsoul. Regardless of what builds come out, for all we know, in 2 weeks from now, everybody's like, "Oh, Swordsoul's tier 1." I'm not interested. So that's just me being straightforward with you guys. Like it or hate it, that's not really any of my business. If you guys choose to leave, cool, so be it. But if I do play any more tournaments aside from tomorrow, it will not be Swordsoul. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'm debating on whether I'm going to play Voiceless Voice or Fire King Snake Eye. So, and the only reason I'm playing those two is because I've had Voiceless Voice built for about 3 weeks, and I bought it at the beginning or at the end of March, and my intention was to play it because it's kind of like Swordsoul 2.0 or Swordsoul Ritual, and I was really excited about that. So I'm gonna play it tomorrow. Just because I don't want to deal with the hassle of Fire King combos, and I haven't completely read through all the extra deck of like Salomon, Grave, Raging Phoenix, and all those things. One thing that really pissed me off is I did watch a video, Team Samurai X one. I watched him, Pack, and Nash talk about the Banlist, and the very last thing that Nash said was that Swordsoul is a new Salomon Grave. The shitty feeling, man. Like, everybody's looking at this deck and they're just like, oh, poor player. And it just sucks, because this deck for so long, it's a beloved deck that a lot of the player base loves. They just love it because it's so generic, and it can be whatever it needs to be for that format. And now, with just a hit of Baron, that all goes away. Like now, Cali effective videos, correct. I don't think you just play hand traps. I don't think that's the answer. Kaven is playing Crossout, you know, and he's super excited. I love his positivity, because that's going to keep me motivated to even continue in this game. No lie. Got done making that video last night of Let's Talk, and I hardcore was just like telling myself, wow, I think I'm walking away from this game, because Konami showed their hand. They could give a fuck less about the player base. Their intentions are clear. So it's just like, I think my wife was the one reason that I'm staying in, is she just said, give it a chance, and use it as a way to decompress from life, rather than something you're like into and involved in, even though with the channel and all, like I am becoming more involved in. And I'm kind of looking at it that way right now. So, but to be completely real with you, I have lost faith in Swordsoul at the moment. Which I hate to say, because it's all I've known for the past 3.5 years. Is there's always Swordsoul, you know? No matter what, even if you're just having like a rough day, I can break out Swordsoul and just take my mind off of things. And I hate to make it personal and emotional, but at the same time, it's just like, that's what it is. And think about it. Think about it internally, you know? This is me to you. You know, nobody's watching you like you are me. You know, you don't have a whole audience that is watching you as I'm speaking to you about this, but think about Swordsoul and what it means to you, rather than just, oh, it's a cool deck. Think about all those days that you're just randomly making Chichao Bear, or every new format that you're uncomfortable with. You always had old reliable. You could just play Swordsoul on Thursday night, kind of learn what everybody else is doing, right? At YCS's, like every time there's been a new format, Swordsoul is on stream. Swordsoul took second place at Worlds 2023. But a lot of popular players shit on it, right? Like, I just want you to, you know, like, I want you to think about these things. What Swordsoul means of the game. And the fact that Konami just told you to go fuck yourself. You know? So, this is what I mean by, like, it's either you're gonna put up with it or you're not. Well, I'm not putting up with it. I'm not gonna give into it this format. I think wholeheartedly tomorrow is like the one tournament I show up for this format. And I'm talking until like June, maybe July, when there is a next list, maybe. Like, for the next 2 months, you're either gonna not really see me, which sucks. We're probably gonna lose subscribers and all that. Or you're just gonna see me do like deck builds and shit. You're not really gonna see me go out and compete because I don't have, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, that list really left a bitter taste in my mouth. I just don't have an interest. Ice Barrier may come around and change my mind. Or something new may come out, like that new Max C card. But at the moment, as it stands, all you guys who subscribe to me because you share the love of Swordsoul, if you look to me as a leader or as a voice, like, oh, I apologize, but it's just sucks. Pisses me off, and like, it was hard for me to press record right now. So I'm just being wholeheartedly honest here, because I built Voiceless Voice tonight, and I sat there and did a couple of hands, and I just sat there like, why am I gonna give Konami the time of day? Like, they could give a fuck less. Why should I give any kind of care to them? So, and I just want you to realize that this, like, Rarity 2 collection is gonna be the same treatment. So, they haven't released 40 cards. So for all we know, they're 40 insane cards, but that shit's gonna go because Konami's making their money, and then they're shipping you out. Like I said yesterday, my buddy Jose is convinced that Baron will return, and for all we know, she may return right after Snake Eyes won that. Maybe the same list that they decide, alright, we're gonna hit Snake Eye directly, we're gonna put Baron back to 1 and put Protoss back off the list. Which, to completely be honest, I would trade in a heartbeat. I've never played Protoss in my life on paper. Done it in Master Duel, but never on paper. And I would trade all day, every day, Protoss for Baron. So, those are my initial thoughts, guys. Apologies if they're so bitter, but I'm just being real with you. That's all I can be. So, I'm in a sticky situation. I have like $500 in credit on TCG Player because I've sold a lot of my higher rarity stuff, and I bought an entire wanted package for, I was telling you guys, yeah, on the channel yesterday. I bought 3 wanted, 2 Black Witch, and 1 OSS for $150, and I just got done selling it yesterday on TCG Player for like $313 or something like that. Like, so I may sit there for the next 2 months with just $500 in TCG Player credit, because I don't want to help them. They're like, I've bought in a case of Rarity 2, and I'm really at ends with myself about even opening it or wasting my time. Like, why? Why should I give them? Why should I give them more for all the crap that they're taking away? You know? So, I get they don't want generic negates, they want you to play archetype bullshit, but would trade any day of the week to have Thunder, Dragon, Colossus, and Protoss banned for Baron and Orla. So, those are my initial thoughts. Okay, getting into it tonight. Swordsoul. The way I first, after reviewing today and thinking over it, of how it would be played going forward, right now I tend to lean more towards Kali Effect in the thought that it can be not just a going second OTK deck anymore, it's now a setup deck or setup as well. Of course in Protoss and all that nonsense, but also in what you can play in it. So Tennies become more prevalent than ever. If we get views, guys, let's say we get this video up to, I'm gonna show you how demotivated I am to do this. If you guys get this to 1,000 views with 20 likes, I will do a Swordsoul like 2.0, where it's just like, I don't know, wherever we go from here, maybe if we build like a going first Swordsoul, maybe I'll build a going second Swordsoul, or I'll build like Swordsoul without Tenny with a new updated list, or something like that, or Swordsoul Runic, or Swordsoul Super Heavy, or something of that nature, but it's going to require 1,000 views and 20 likes to motivate me enough to do that. So, just being real. Anyway, something that was cool that arrived yesterday right before Banlist dropped. And now I've already posted back on eBay because it pissed me off so bad. I picked up an entire core from Italy, Euro printed, with extra deck, tennies, and all that. And my goal was this month to play it one time in locals, but like I said, I'm not going to be playing this deck tomorrow, so there goes that idea. I'm just going to put this, I already listed it right back on eBay, so for the same price I bought it for. So, but I still have the version of the deck that I did pick up from Brendan Beckman back in the end of 2020. So is that I picked this up a week before the dude that won NAWQ with it, right? NA America Challenge or Cup or whatever. Was so excited. Deck was buku money, but still worth it. I don't think I'll ever sell this core just because it means a lot to me. But yeah. So this thing. I'm not gonna waste time with the side deck because I'm not motivated enough to, and to be honest, but I'll definitely build you guys the deck next year. So we'll do that much for you. These are bigger card sleeves for a different card game. I don't want to share it on this video, but definitely exploring that. Okay, so we'll need sleeves. Sorry, I really was not prepared for this. Just go with some old rank. Dang. GMCs. We'll need the binder to pull our staples. Probably not gonna do test hands because I'm having a hard time even creating this video, so I'm gonna be real with you guys. If you want test hands, it needs to be at 500 views within the first 5 days of its release. So whenever I decided to let this video out, within 5 days, if we get 500 views, I'll do some testings. Motivated to deck. I think I'm just gonna stick it in the box after I make this and let it sit there. I can take all the staples out. I'll just put on the extra shit. I don't really want to look at it over and over anymore. Like I said, I'm going to be taking time away from it. There's the different versions of Voiceless, there's a Tri-Brigade. Swordsoul stuff. Okay. So, like I said, will be huge this time around. Let's make them huge this time around. So we'll do our usual. $16, $19, $20, $21, $22, $25, okay. Ooh. Alright. So I think we think outside the box. Do I want to go more of a board breaker method? Kind of do. Hero is definitely the most strongest non-engine part in the game. Good for going second. Good for going first. I got 15 spots right now. So, six spots. I think Droll is stronger this format. Oh wait, I need more shit. I need to add in vessels. So I think I'll use 6, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. 40, 41. Just the most generic bullshit. Like I said, this is just round 1 of this deck, so get it to 500 views in 5 days, and we'll do an update. No Imperm, no Ash, no Droll. We're playing. The thought process is if I'm going second, I have this. But if I'm going first, or if I'm going second, I have these like board breakers, because I think without the negates in the game, you do that. This is a going first card. This is going first. These are going first because you're just trying to set up purpose. That's the object of the game. So, alright. We'll hurry up and get this built, get this profile, and get on out of here. Yeah? Okay. Then on to locals with True Note tomorrow. We'll see how that all goes. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if you guys like Swordsoul, Voice's voice really carries itself in the same manner, a lot, of aspect-wise in the game. So, be on the lookout for that. Definitely see that being the deck. So, yeah. Could very easily see in the way that people are going to abuse this fucking card. This is probably gonna get hit again in February, in June or July, whenever the next list is. I think there will be another list before Worlds, so I think they're gonna let us play this bullshit right now and have our fun for the beginning of summer. And I think that's why Colossus came back, and why this guy came back because they took him away, but I think that Colossus came back just solely so the players can have some fun, and they're trying to draw players back into locals. And I think that's their way of doing it, is bringing the cards like that back. If they really wanted to do it, I think they should have brought back Electromite, Thunder Colossus, and Dread. I would have brought back everybody, but yeah, they're coming. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is there will be another list probably before Worlds and all that, and that's itself, I think, right? Because I think right now we're just in the YCS season, because we're getting a new set in 2 weeks. So all the stuff that you're gonna see that Riley or Raleigh or whatever is probably gonna change up, because we're gonna have new shit. But I think we'll definitely see a new list, like I said, like end of June, mid-July. So. But okay, back. Sorry, it'll look up. So, like I said, you guys can get this video to 500 views in 5 days. It's 100 views there. We shall some testings. 1,000 views. I'll do another deck profile. Another different version. If not, message received, and I'll be on my merry way. one. So, actually, cards. Like I said, tennies become very important. You're going to rely a lot heavier on your tenny support to really carry this deck, because Nibiru will be in every deck, including Swordsoul. So we'll be starting out with these guys. I am going to include SB because it's in my Voices Voice deck, so I'll just make this a pure version. Apologies, but this is where we stand. Almost done here. I'll get you on your way. Do that yet? Just playing talents anyways. That's funny. I didn't even touch this deck. It's already set up. Like it knew it was happening. I instantly took out Baron when I was on the Banlist and just put this in there. That's funny. I'll do that just to represent it. So, okay. Swordsoul. Cool. So, let's get right into it. Doing a lot of it stays the same. 3 Ecclesia, 3 Mo, 3 Long, 2 Taya, the Protos, 3 Emergence, 1 Blackout, 3, this is where it kind of changes up, 3 Ashuna, 3 Harda, and I am running 3 Vishuda, ultimately. 1 Mapura because we're in a fire format, and I'm playing Vessel and Heavenly Circle, so, now more than ever, Swordsoul is Swordsoul is going to be exploited and susceptible to everything. So simple imperm could just end the game. So you need to have dodging effects for that, and I don't want to play cross out. Non-engine, playing 3 Nib, it's the strongest hand trap in the game. 2 talents, 1 thrust. Because we're playing Emergence, we're playing Desires, and I am deciding to main deck evenly matched. That's why Thrust becomes a huge target. So overall, it is 41 cards. It's your average run-of-the-mill Swordsoul joint. It does its Swordsoul stuff and can do things. You'll see a lot of views or a lot of videos on YouTube of people playing the combo ones and everything, so if you'd rather not view this video and just help out, get with the views up to Tessians, then you'll definitely see other people doing it. So 3 Monk, 1 Shaman, of course. There's no real extra deck space anymore at all, so you are running the 1 Yazi, the 2 Boxia, and the Chaofeng. Chaofeng, I don't really believe in it. I think that, like, if you're that scared of Nib, if you're that afraid of losing, then okay. I kind of already come to terms with Swordsoul's fate. Like, Nib now more than ever is just gonna kill you. Just is what it is. Either they have it or they don't. So. 1 Berserker, 1 Dragite, 2 Chisho, 1 Sovereign, 1 Sinister, and my 1 tech card is the Divine Osmosis. So that will be it for me tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. My first take on Swordsoul. I'll try and post this on the 15th or something if I feel like editing it tonight. I don't know. I might just go to bed. But school comes early. But yeah, like I said, if you guys want to see a combo video or test hands video, please get this up to 500 views within the first 5 days of being out. If you want to see different types of Swordsoul decks, you're going to have to convince me and get this to 1,000 views. So, challenge is in your guys' court. I put it there for you. I will be playing locals tomorrow on the 15th, and I will be playing Voiceless Voice unless they have a Pokemon tournament, just because there's been a lot of interest in Pokemon lately in Denver. So, if they fire off a Pokemon tournament instead, then I'll have my Pokemon deck. So, just being real. I don't know if I'll record it and put it on the channel. I might put it on a different channel for anything, but yeah. So, that'll be it from you guys. Be kind, be respectful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.